I would like to thank the Hot 120 staff for inviting me out to talk about the hot topics. Right now, we're going to go into our political bag. I'm going to say something that probably will not, a lot of people might not accept it. But again, I like to talk truth and I like to put facts out there. And the facts is that last election, I predicted that Trump would win the election. Not that I'm a fan of Trump or a supporter. I just speak to the truth, and I predicted it before the election. Told several of my friends I know they going with Hillary, but Trump is going to win the election, and Trump is going to win in 2020. Now, many of you are probably saying, "Oh, he can't win. He's a racist. He's causing racial divide. He's arrogant. He's narcissistic." You're saying all this stuff. It says it's impossible for him to win. We're going to unite. We're going to vote. But here's the thing. If somebody doesn't fight him the way that he fights, the Democrats are going to lose and other Republicans are going to lose. This guy fights like a pig in mud. There is no bottom floor. There is no standard. In his mind, whatever it takes to win, whatever I got to say, whatever I got to do. And if you're not playing by those rules, okay, you can't beat a guy like this. Trying to look diplomatic, trying to look professional and sound professional. That don't work when it comes to Trumps. Trump is a guy that will hit you right on the chin, and you got to stand up and hit him right back on the chin. Now, businesses have made more money than they have ever made in the history of this country. We know it's because of Obama's policy, but like every great president, the results of their policy is normally credited to the president that come after them. And also, if the things go bad, they inherit the bad, right? So Obama inherited the worst economy from George W. Bush Jr. Obama inherited one of the worst economies in the history of mankind, right? And it was a crisis where they had to put emergency funds into place so that the economy wouldn't collapse. So they had TARP funds, and I think they called it the QE money. And as a result of that, now Trump is in office and everything is doing well for the most part because of all the TARP and the QE money that the Federal Reserve pumped into the economy. The economy is doing well. Well, most people don't understand the behind the scenes stuff. So Trump is running around saying that the stock market is doing well, corporations are doing well because of him. And you might say, well, that's not actual fact. It's not because of him, but it don't matter what you say. It matter who believes what he say if he's in office. What I mean is you can say what you want to say, but if you ain't got nobody believing what you're saying, then it's hard to beat this guy. Now, we got some contenders over here. I mean, it's a few more, but I'm going to put some of the ones that's really been in the news. You know, you got your boy Bernie over there. You got Biden. And you got Miss Harris, Kamala Harris, right? Well, I'm going to be real. They're not strong enough or skillful enough to beat Trump. Miss Harris is trying to find her voice. By the time she finds her voice, the election will be over. Bernie might have one of the greatest platforms, but if you think Trump is strict, Bernie's not strict. So he's like the total opposite of Trump. I would say more liberal on the far extreme, as Trump is being conservative on the extreme. So are we going to go from being conservative extreme to liberal extreme? I don't know. What are your comments on that? Bernie might lead the country into socialism. Now the question is, do you want to be a socialist country? Some of you might want to remain capitalist. That's interesting. Put it in your comments. And then you got Biden, who could probably beat Trump, but the Democrats and the country won't let him escape from working with Senator Eastland, who was a Democrat in Mississippi, but who was a segregationist. So Biden worked with him in the past, Democrat segregationist, and y'all won't let that, y'all meaning the country and the Democrats, won't let that go. They won't let it go. Like, if you did a survey back then when he worked with this guy, you probably will find out that 3 out of every 4 congressmen probably was a segregationist. So who would he work with if most of the people in Congress were segregationists? You know, we're being stupid. You're going to knock the man from working with somebody when the only people in Congress to get something done, he was surrounded by segregationists. So I don't understand that. And then the other thing is, you won't let him get out of the Anita Hill hearing debacle that took place in 1991. You treat him worse than y'all did Clarence Thomas. And Clarence Thomas was the one that was accused of abusing or sexually assaulting, sexually harassing Anita Hill. So Biden probably wouldn't be strong enough to beat Trump and take him behind that building and whoop his behind. But the Democrats won't let him even get out the race without tying his leg back to segregationists and tying his leg back to sexual harassment hearing when he was just, I believe he was the chair of the hearing committee at that time. You know, if I'm wrong, correct me in the comments. Now we got Cory Booker, but he said he won't meet with Minister Farrakhan. Well, based on that, you just lost the black vote, and you're going to need the black vote to win. You know, a lot of people are not in Minister Farrakhan organization, but black people look to Minister Farrakhan for leadership. And so for you to say that you're not going to meet with him, then you just lost millions of black votes. I believe it's 40 million black people in this country. I believe black people make up 14.6% in this country. And I believe black people can make a difference in if a candidate will get into office. So Cory making that comment, he just messed his whole campaign up. He might as well just go ahead and quit. The only other person, I mean, there's a lot of other people out there. You got Elizabeth Ward, I believe her name is. She's strong in her spot, but she need to steam it up. She need to rev them engines up, okay? Because this madman over here with his thumb up, yeah. He play by no rules. Okay, you're gonna need a maverick. You know what I mean? Like Senator McCain. You're gonna need a maverick to go up against this wild boar. Now, the only other person that might be able to shake it up will be Mayor Bill de Blasio from New York. And if you understand and watch the moves, you can see that Giuliani is now trumping and screaming out loud that de Blasio messed New York up. Now, those of y'all from New York, you let me know in the comments, did he mess it up or did he improve it or is it still the same? But Giuliani is moving over there because the way Trump and them operate is whoever's making the loudest noise, they're going to go over there and make a louder noise, a noise louder than them. So if de Blasio was on The View a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, within the 2 week time frame. And I think he did real well in the interview. Giuliani saw that. Now he's out there talking about de Blasio mess in New York. So he got to discredit de Blasio so that de Blasio won't be able to come out the gates running hard. So it's interesting. So far as right now, based on the Democrats not being able to get it together, seems like Trump will win the election. But here's another reason. His base is strong, and as wild and as enthusiastic as he is in reference to making America great again. Now, my thing is, Trump is making America a great mess. You know what I mean? He is making it great, but he's making it a great mess. But I got to be real. I got to stick to the facts. I truly believe that Donald Trump will win in 2020 because, okay, his base is with him and he don't play by no rules. And if you play by rules, you gonna lose. Now, the other thing that's interesting is John Bolton, you're fired. So Trump fired him. He said he tried to resign, but Trump said he fired him. And I'm going to be real with you. Like I said, I didn't vote for Trump. I probably won't vote for him this time around either. Okay? And I don't think the Democrats are going to win, so I probably won't vote at all. Okay, I'm not going to waste my vote when I already know who the winner is. Okay. You might be mad at me. Oh, you need to go out and vote. Yeah, put somebody up there that can beat that man, and maybe I'll utilize my vote. But if you going to put somebody up there that can't beat him, then why should I am supposed to be a good steward over my vote, not vote just for voting's sake. I vote to help people win. If we ain't got nobody that can win, then there's no need for me to waste my vote. Whether you agree with me or disagree, that's on you. I'm just speaking the truth on Hot 120 Degrees. Now let's get back to John Bolton. I ain't mad at Trump for firing this guy. Let me tell you why. This is a warmonger. This guy, if he had the green light, okay, some of y'all think Trump crazy, but sometimes there's a method to his madness. If this guy here, John Bolton, had the green light, he would have went to war with North Korea, which is Kim Jong-un. Right? I got to get that right. Kim Jong-un. He would have went to war with him. He would have started a war with Iran. Okay? Okay? He's the one that did not want to meet with the Taliban with no peace talk. He would have probably created a new ISIS or a new Al-Qaeda. This guy, all he wants to do in order to make America great is go to war and bomb and blow up and destroy and fight, because that's all he knows. He's a warmonger, and I'm glad Trump fired him. Not saying we won't go to war with Iran, not saying we won't go to war with some of these countries. But the chances of going to war tomorrow has been greatly reduced by Trump firing this national security advisor. Some of y'all might not like my comments, but I got to speak the truth. Please subscribe to our channel. Hit the subscribe button below. Hit the bell so you can be notified every time we post new content. Peace.